Good evening, guys. Well, evening for me. I'm starting the video late tonight. But I was just going to show you a peek at our pigs. Their second day of life here. And excuse my appearance. Allergies are kicking in, so that means no eye makeup. So it makes me look even more tired, but that's okay. Let's check out these babies. They're getting bigger. You can see them kind of shaking. They're a little bit cold, I guess. But I think she had them outside earlier today. Josh said he thinks that they're 7. Cute little spots. Let's see if there's any over here. Out. Nope. Doesn't look like it. I do need to top off her water though. Oh, looks like she's getting up. She must be coming out to drink. Do you think I'm feeding you? I'm not feeding you, but I gave you some water. You come out? Hey, Mama. How you doing? That's my girl. Yeah. She just likes a little scratch on the nose. Nothing too much more. See if you can see them. Lots of spots. Got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 7. Oh, sorry, y'all probably couldn't see. You proud of your babies? I'm proud you're taking care of them. Give her some watermelon. Had some babies, you deserve some watermelon. Oh, really? This was our first watermelon. It did pretty good. It was a little bit sour. It needed to ripen up just a little more, but not bad. With some of it, the way I sliced, like, we're not really going to eat that little bit off of there. So, just give her some treats today. Josh already fed her earlier, so. Our animals like to trick me to thinking that they haven't ate when they really have. Y'all guys doing? This vlog's probably gonna be just a bunch of random stuff of just little clips of what I'm doing. Now I'm gonna make supper. It is the next day after that last clip you saw, but I've got to smoke some chicken tonight, so that means I need an extension cord for my smoker that's on the porch. So let's get that fired up. Okay, it's got chips. I'll probably just put black all over my face. It's got chips and water in it. It is an electric smoker. Obviously, you just saw me plug it in. And I just put apple wood chips in there. So when I get that warming up that way, because Josh is going to be home soon, so I need to get this going so it'll be ready for him once we get all the chores done for the night. Hopefully you can hear me over my air conditioner. It's hot and I'm not turning that off yet. This is corn that we had grown. Just pulled it out of the freezer. I'm going to get it thrown into the microwave to defrost it for a little bit. Put some butter and some seasoning, wrap it in foil, and throw it in the smoker when I put the chicken in. Tonight, it's going to be just chicken legs, drumsticks, whatever you want to call them, Of course, these are chickens that we've raised as well. These are pretty much thawed out all the way. I set these down yesterday in the fridge, so they should be good to go. Let's get some seasoning on them and get them in the smoker. I changed and pulled my hair back a little bit tighter because it's driving me nuts. These are chicken legs. I'm going to rinse these off. My sink's right here. You're propped in my window. Rinse these off, clean up anything. I cleaned them actually pretty decent when I put them up. Just depends on how tired I am when I'm cleaning these chickens. So, I mean, this is a pretty good sized chicken leg. So, ignore my nails. My nail polish like just fell off my nails for some reason. So I'm just gonna rinse these off and pat them dry and then get the seasoning on them. And not try to drop them. Or try not to drop them. Whatever. Y'all know what I'm saying. And watching my little Margaret Piggly outside. Drives Josh crazy because I call them Piggly Wigglies. But she got her milk, and so now the chickens that have escaped think that it's their time to eat too. They just see food. They don't care what kind it is or what it's for. They don't know it's calf milk replacer. They just think, hey, it's food. I'm gonna go over there. Last one. I'm just gonna do 4 because that's how I package these. I package most of our meats up into 4s just because it gives us enough to eat, and usually one night of leftovers or more depending on whatever I make, because it's always been just the 2 of us. But for some reason I think it's hereditary, I make for, like, you know, if I had a family of 10 or something. Sometimes, especially on like spaghetti or pastas, I make so much of that stuff, it's crazy. Okay, let me bring you over here to show you. Oh, and you will want to wash your hands with soap after you get done with that, for germs. I'm not a germaphobe, but with me, I'm washing my hands after. Okay, let's look at this. Alright, ignore my mess. I just trying to get this done in a flash. First, we're going to cover this with classic yellow mustard, cheap yellow mustard. Whoa, sorry. Whatever you want to call it. Once you have this shaken up, try to do this with one hand without being too shaky. Just going to squirt about like that. Not too much. All you're wanting this for is to coat the chicken. Sorry. I don't have a tripod. I'm trying to do this without it. Let me see if I can find my... Okay. I'm going to cheat because I don't like mustard per se. And don't let this scare you because I really can't stand mustard. It's just too tangy for me. So, anyway. Most people would just rub this on with their hands. You know, normal people. But I'm using that. And I'm going to set this right here. And we're going to sprinkle on... I haven't actually touched the chicken, so I can put my hands in this mixture. Have dry rub on there. This is, I know it's paprika. I'm trying to remember what I put in here. Paprika, garlic powder, salt and pepper, just regular, like table salt and pepper. Brown sugar. And I think I put a little cayenne pepper in here, just for some spice. But I don't fully remember. There's just all kinds of stuff. You can look up different dry rub recipes. I prefer to make my own just because I can control the salt. When you start getting the store-bought ones, it's very hard to control the salt on there. So we're going to do this, flip them over, and do the same thing. Okay, y'all. Here's my finished look. I flipped them over, put more mustard and the rest of that seasoning. I'm going to let it set in the fridge so that can soak in there good and then get it in the smoker. Okay, now we're gonna do our corn. I haven't ever done it in the smoker, but all we're gonna do is, I have a dish here, and then I'm gonna put some foil down, put this corn in, homegrown corn, that I've defrosted in the microwave real quick. Pretty well defrosted. It's gonna be in there about an hour or so, so it'll get plenty cooked. And it's already kind of partially cooked anyway. So 3 should be good. Let's get some butter and some seasoning on this. Alright, I've got some melted butter here. We're gonna put this on. Hopefully you can see. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad. I didn't really plan for this video. I just kind of decided to do it. And this is real butter, y'all. The only thing I buy the spread butter for, the knockoff vegetable oil, whatever, is for putting on my toast, because real butter is too hard to spread on the toast without melting it. So there's that. It's all gone. Did about I don't know, half a tablespoon for each little piece. So that's on there. Now we're gonna salt, however heavy you want to on this. Pepper. Sorry. I got a weird light on there, or shadow on there, sorry. That's not that much pepper, it just wasn't coming out. Let's see if I can. There, the lighting's a little better. Little paprika. Let's just add some smoky flavor. I'm gonna turn these if I don't knock over my spices. This may not be the right way to do it, but this is how we're doing it tonight. A little more salt, not as much as the first time. Pepper. This doesn't like to come out. And a little more paprika. And we're gonna roll it up, or cover it up. It makes these too loud. Oh, perfect. Cover it in. Perfect. So let's get this in the smoker along with the chicken. All right, chicken's in, corn's in, got our water. My thing that holds my water's broke, so I have like an old little pan in here that I just refill. Smoked chips are down there. Get this door closed so it doesn't have to be open any longer than it needs to. It'll go back up to about 225 and wait about an hour and a half. Hey y'all, it's another day. Have a little more makeup on. I look a little bit more put together than the last clip that you probably saw. I'm fixing to go into the grocery store, Aldi. Oh hey, you can see it. Aldi, and get some groceries, and let's go see what we can find in there. I just need like some basics, essentials, staples, whatever you want to call them. And so I like coming here because it's pretty cheap, like your butter, sugar, flour, and that kind of stuff. And it's usually pretty cheap, and it's usually not very crowded where we live particularly. All the other ones are usually pretty crowded, especially on a Friday. It is Friday night. I was gonna go last night, but that didn't happen. Hopefully you can hear me over my, I just put my hand in the thing. Hopefully you can hear me over my air conditioner. But anyways, let's get into the store. It's enough of me rambling. So let's see what we find in here. Put my quarter in. Oops. Let's go. Oh, they have the bagels even more cheap. Start making me some breakfast bagels. $1.49. Potatoes. $1.65. 5 pounds. Make it 2. Normally I would buy in there, but we'll just get 2 of these. I think I'll get some of those for Josh. He loves this cheese. So we'll see. It'll be gone probably by this evening, but we'll be nice and get it for him. It's only $1.99. It's not too bad. Let's see. And for some omelets or sandwiches. And yes, I say sandwiches. I really like these. $5.99 for this huge pizza. You can also go to Domino's and get a $5.99 pizza that's like a quarter of the size. So I think I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna get the meat, and then we can add the peppers on at home. Okay, I found my bacon now. That was like some organic you know, no animals harmed. Well, I don't really know how that would work, but you know, that kind of stuff. I think I'm gonna do these. You probably can't hear me over the fan. Because I will cut this in half, cook it, and then do it on my bagels and have sandwiches that way, or breakfast sandwiches. So let's go.
My favorite part, the butter. Because you can get 4 sticks of butter for $2.85. So let's go ahead and get a couple of salted, and I'll get 1 unsalted. Taquitos, so I'll get him some of these.
Alright y'all, I'm back out of the store. There's quite a few people in there, and the cashier, I'm telling you, I like Aldi because you don't have to have bags. I just grab the boxes that they have like in their little, like what their stuff is stocked in, and I just fill those up, and then when I get up there I just set them in the belt and they run through. And usually this one lady, she just chunks everything in the basket. I mean, you know, if it's like eggs or bread, she's good with it, but other stuff, I mean, she's whipping it through there. And I set it up there, and today there's this gentleman. He wanted to unload the boxes onto the belt. So he walked around and unloaded both boxes that I had, both decent sized boxes, laid everything out on the deal, walked back around, started checking my stuff out slowly through. And so then I had to rebox everything. I'm like, dude, just put it in there. I'm ready to go home. So anyway, I think I was probably in there like almost an hour. I don't know. Josh called. It was long enough that Josh called and was like, hey, where are you at? Are you coming home? I'm hungry, you know, type of deal. So I'm ready to get home. I'm hot. You can probably tell. I'm sparkling. You know, still almost like 100 degrees here in Oklahoma in September. So I'm ready for it to cool down. And I'm ready to get home. So let's head east. Hey, pig. Try not to get any chickens. It's always the goal. Don't run over anything, Kim. We're home. What you doing?
Feeding my giraffe.
Where's
Oh, now
Margaret?
you come out like you've been doing something. Get back on the porch. Where you been?
There's Margaret. Hanging
Here
out.
I am.
There's the farmer. There's the herd dog that don't know what she's doing.
She's been on the dang porch. Hey, what you doing, welfare dog?
A lot of our animals are welfare animals, aren't ya? Can you help me carrying groceries?
We live out here. Got all the food we need, and you'll get groceries.
But can you help me carry groceries?
Watch that donkey, he'll bite you.
I don't think so. I think I can take him. Something's touching me. Foxy, so you gonna help me?